The book of Matthew, chapter 11, verses 27 through 30. All things are delivered unto me of my Father, and no man knoweth the Son, but the Father. Neither knoweth any man the Father, save the Son, and he to whomsoever the Son will reveal him. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Giving all infinite honor and glory and praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessings to the Lord's hopeful elect who continue to push this truth throughout the whole entire earth, wherever ye are scattered in these last days. Shalom, Akim. Shalom. The real labor is this truth. The real Labor Day is this ministry, this truth. And it can only be found over here at Great Millstone, beginning with our beloved elders and apostles. Flat out, straight to the point. This truth can only be found at Great Millstone. You cannot have 90, 95, 99.9, no. It has to be 144% the true doctrine. So labor goes into what? Work. Work is not always about putting up videos. All right? Yes, that's a part of it. It's just not about that only. Anybody can put up a video. You got two-third niggas that put up videos. You got these entry-level Israelite camps that put up videos. Work deals with, yes, doing your videos, having sound doctrine, okay, calling brothers, checking on brothers, even dialoguing with brothers, getting to know brothers. Charity, alms. These are the requirements. Being sincere in this ministry, growing in this ministry. All this deals with work. Praying. That's work. Asking the Lord for things spiritually that you need to build yourself up. As an individual, as a man, more so in this truth. All right? Got a quick precept. These are the requirements that the Lord is looking for. Being on, and Elder Apostle Hart continuously pushes this about being on fire. Hell, Apostle Paul spoke about it. As I'm finna read with Yahweh Shai, also about being fervent in spirit. Because over here at Great Millstone, we are a working camp as a whole. From Elder Apostle Hart all the way down to the youngest brother in this thing. It's straight work. Getting in conference calls, going over breakdowns weekly. That's work. The book of John, chapter 9 and verse 4. I must work the works of him that sent me. And we've been sent by Yahweh. That's why you see brothers on the continuously putting up videos on the block. Things that are not seen on camera. Yahweh Shai sees it all. Okay? He sees it all. The real test and show begins off the camera. Fasting. That's a part of work. Okay? All these things build up that spiritual bank account, so when all hell breaks loose, which is soon to arrive, we in the beginning stages of these things, you cash in to Yahweh Shai, and the Lord delivers. Just like in hard times, you got a savings account. Even people that have retired, they got their IRA or your retirement funds, your pensions, all these things. I don't have to go to work because I can cash in on this. All I got to do is just carry my ass to the mailbox. In the times to come, the great tribulation period, the men of the Lord are going to cash in through faith. And the Lord is going to supply us of all the necessities that we need. John chapter 9 and verse 4. I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. And this is going into the luxury of putting up videos, a luxury of seeing a brother, being around brothers, going out there on the highways and hedges, calling a brother on the phone. So much torment and death and hell is coming to this place where you would, well, especially the men of the Lord, we will not have the luxury to do these things. You may not be around brothers because you may be in Alligator Alcatraz, and another brother might be on Rikers Island. Or just anywhere, just from you on one end of the earth and he's on the other part of the earth. Or you're there and they, when I say they, is all the other brothers that's in the camp as a state or as a whole of Great Millstone. You just by yourself and everyone else is just scattered all over in concentration camps. And you know within yourself, the brother is holding it down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. The Lord going to deliver him. You know that because you know your brothers. Yahushua spoke about that also. Know them that labor, there go that word again, that labor among you. That work among you. When you're working together, like on a fucking job, when you're working together with a nigga that you don't even know that's in the world, you're asking this nigga about, you know, what's his name, where he from, how many kids he got. How much more of us that's in this truth, that have this gift of spiritual power that's on a level right now. To know what we know over here at Great Millstone is a level of spiritual power. And ultimately it's going to result to the physicality of it. So why this day we got to work? What does it say? The night cometh when no man can work, which is Esau's quote unquote new world order. When the famine of the word is ushered in. Elder Apostle Ariam Lab just did a video on that today about getting this truth while you can. The collapse of, we did a video on this Friday. The American economy is in decline. It's collapsing before your eyes. With the collapsing of everything shuts down around you, particularly this internet. Esau's been on a tear of reiterating that they wish the internet was never created. But Yahweh Bashem Yahushua did that to not only push this truth, and in pushing that truth, we're exposing the so-called white man for the devil that it is. That he has been and that he is today. That's working. Let me come back to this real quick. This is Isaiah. A precept just came to mind. Isaiah chapter 62. Isaiah 62 and verse 1. For Zion's sake will I not hold my peace. for the Israelites, beginning with the elect, we will not hold our peace. We're going to push this truth, all right, from Genesis to Revelation, getting in all secular history, geographical, exposing the so-called white man, going into martial law, going into these FEMA camps. Trump is deploying the National Guard in America. The siege is coming. World War III, we're in the beginning stages of it. It's already kicked off. Now you got this Venezuela in America about to clash. We'll see what happens with that, because we're the watchmen. Persecution of the prophets. We're not holding our peace over here, man. We're telling, the word prophesy means to say before. We're telling you what is coming. And it's going to get bad. And in the midst of it getting bad, the Lord going to save his remnant. It's a balance with everything that goes on in the earth. And you have to pray for balance. Balance is a part of working. When you're on the job laboring, you know, I watched the video today with Elder Pastor Gabar on it, you know, the beloved Bishop Sakaran. He wasn't able to make it. Point is, in that video, in the intro of it, Apostle Gabar stated that the bishop was at work because he needed the money, getting the overtime, needed the money, you know, to help sustain himself out here. Nothing wrong with that, man. You will yet this day in our captivity. The Bible says the captive hasten to be loosed out of this is hell, out of this captivity, this bondage, man. So you have to labor, because the Bible says money is a defense. This could sustain me for a period of time. Ultimately, when everything collapses, okay, I've done the work, all right, on this side right here to help get the money to be able to make ends meet throughout the day, living day to day, because tomorrow has its own problem, as the Bible says.